look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the middle. That's reeled in, it's Horton. Good, solid pickup arm that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the run, it's Hill. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Working on the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that...
It's a seam wide open, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bama!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Across the 45. breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Makes the catch. Wide open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well stick with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and it's a good...
There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Really nice run there. Listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Good timing on the quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now on 2nd down. The give is to Miller. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll leave it with him. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Randall. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, they've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Clemson.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. No, he got loose. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
And the Tigers are marching down the field. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching. If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Unleashes one deep. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
If they're able to make that kick, they're wiping points off the board. Because he dropped it, now it's fourth down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Simpson. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's caught. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage he was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I will keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets the back moving. He'll throw on 3rd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The inside handoff. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Caught in the backfield, it's Randall. Turning it on! They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Takes the handoff. It's Randall. That hole closed quickly and pick up a 1 to the 15.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Right down the middle. Finds his man, it's Moore. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Finds his target down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Quarterback keeper. Shakes off the defender. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. On the ground. Touchdown, Clemson! And that one will give them the lead. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Ball State is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Toledo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know that.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Looking for an open area to his left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's got the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Clemson!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Simpson. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Here's a heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Fires to the big fella. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here comes that Alabama offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that now, this guy's second sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that interception back inside the 10 to set up this offense.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Find some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this fourth quarter.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that length and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. He gets enough for the 1st down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.